What's going on, guys? It's Kyle. Welcome to the Stock Goat YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be covering the SoFi stock. We are about 9 days away from the SoFi earnings. Earnings are coming quick. This is the big quarter that everybody's been waiting for. We should be seeing the fastest growth in the last 2 years, over 8 quarters. Hopefully, we get into the 40% range. That will be 95% of the SaaS industry on top line growth. On top of that, you have bottom line profitability, margins starting to expand, profitability going up, and you have a business that is building a foundation through marketing, massive deals, the NFL stadium deal, the TGL golf deal, the list goes on. The reason why SoFi is able to invest so much into marketing along with growing top line revenue, growing bottom line profitability, is because they got the bank license. The bank license is allowing them to use their own deposits and print money. Look at companies like Upstart and Chime right now. These companies are not banks. They don't have bank charters. They're not even profitable and they're still getting premium valuations. Yes, legacy type of lending, normal lending will bring your multiple, down because of the risk of, defaults and, your own capital. But understand, SoFi is growing its financial service segment 100% year over year. So what is SoFi doing? They are using the bank charter license to print money, to take that money and reinvest into brand awareness and marketing to allow the company to grow at these rates for the next 5 to 10 years, which is going to allow them to be, the next Amazon of banking, the AWS of fintech, whatever you want to call it. No one can stop them because all they're doing is stealing market share every quarter because they're going to be having a lower customer acquisition cost than all these other competitors out there. So the bank charter is what's fueling SoFi's growth to 40% growth rates after being public for 4 years. So the bank charter is the best investment ever because it's allowing them to reinvest while also seeing the fee-based revenue side of the business that's not using lending skyrocket to all-time highs because SoFi is using their technology in that segment. So guys, this is just a company that is just so early. It's so hard to compare them to competitors because no one is doing what they are doing. So I have two big predictions that I believe is going to happen. The number one prediction is I believe the SoFi management team is going to hit the $45 max bonus compensation package. Write this date down by June 2026, okay? Right around 11 months from now, okay? I think they're going to hit that level, that $45 level. It could happen before that, but I'm just saying June 2026, I think management clears all their bonus compensation package. And here is my second prediction. I believe SoFi will enter the S&P 500 either in 2025 or 2026. As long as we continue to go higher and higher, we know what the level is. It's 22.7 billion. We've already cleared that. 4 quarters in a row of profitability. We've already cleared that. We just need this stock to go higher and higher and higher to never go back below that market cap requirement. SoFi has the diversified business model that, the type of, investors inside of the S&P 500 want to see. A company that just continues to scale up revenue, profitability, expansion, the list goes on. SoFi is in that category, and I believe they are going to enter it pretty soon. So those are my two big, predictions. I believe they're both going to happen by the time, 2026 rolls around. It would be absolutely amazing if this happened, in 2025, of course, the $45 level and the S&P 500 inclusion. But, that would be absolutely out of this world. SoFi just has so many levers to pull, so much opportunity heading its way with this lower interest rate environment over the next 18 to 24 months. They could go all in on mortgages, all in on student loans, all in on personal loans, and all the personal loans that they can't get to, they can try to target inside of their loan platform business, their fee-based business. We're going to see their invest platform start to skyrocket because you're seeing them have, all of these diversified products, private market investing. SoFi right now is just continuing to diversify the business, and they are using that bank charter to their advantage inside of marketing and reinvesting all of those lending profits. This is a machine that is about to begin to print money out of this world. I expect SoFi's, bottom line profitability to get into the 800 to 900 million range inside of 2026. Comparing 900 million to Robinhood right now doing about 1.2 billion. That's not that big of a difference. And Robinhood is clearing about 100 billion market cap. Drop that profitability from 1.2 billion down to 900 million. I think SoFi is going to be in the 60 to 90 billion range inside of 2026. That's a $60 to $90 stock price if they continue to diversify into more fee-based revenue because they continue to grow market share through their lending profits from their bank charter. So guys, this is a company that is just in its early stages of profitability because they're reinvesting so much money, guys, $1 billion a year. That's taken away from profitability, okay? They need to do that right now because they're going to grow members even faster. They continue to see customers, adding more and more products. Product cross-buy continues to go up. So why not reinvest more money to get as many members to the platform as you can right now in this early stage? So we're getting ready for this Q2 report and we're expecting a blowout. I'm hoping to see them, absolutely demolish the 805 million revenue top line. I'd like to see it come in between 830 to 850 million revenue. That'll bring SoFi's, forward run rate on revenue up to like 3.2 billion just going off of Q2. So likely, if they can continue to grow at this 30% compounded rate, that's going to get us to 4.4 billion in revenue inside of 2026. We can see them drop 80 cents to the bottom line pretty easily in 2026, $900 million or so. So this is what I'm waiting for, guys. I want SoFi to continue to do what they're doing, continue to scale, continue to use their marketing, to their advantage to add more members to the platform to continue to see cross-buy go up. If you find any of this information useful, be sure to smash the like button, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel. We'll be keeping you updated daily. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, take a look at the SoFi stock. You can see on Friday, we hit like 52-week highs of 22.70, I believe. And the stock did pull back about $1.20 to 21.40, and then we finished up a little bit about 21.80. But this had a lot to do with market makers. The call options and put options were absolutely out of this world. We're talking 700,000 open interest in total. So it looks like they just wiped out the $22 calls. I actually did do a little bit of a trading inside of the market. You can see right here, I sold the peak this morning at 22.75, dumped all of my August 8th calls I had for a 192% return. This was a trade that I listed inside of my VIP Patreon. If you want to get trades like this, sign up for the VIP Patreon. And, I put these out, entry and exit points. You can see it's 192% return, a $5,600 profit. So guys, this is what we're doing. If we see the stock looking a little toppy, we're going to exit some short-term high-risk trades. And that's exactly what we did. And we still have our long-term leaps getting ready for this upcoming earnings report. Now, here is the management's bonus compensation. I got to continue to put this out because more and more people keep coming on to the channel and learning more about SoFi. So the bonus compensation packages are at $25, $35, and $45 levels by mid-2026. You can see this is Anthony Noto right here, Crystal Point, this lady left, and then Derek White for Galileo. So you can see at $25, Noto's getting 53 million, 35, 75 million, 45, 96 million, cumulative $289 million. So this is a $300 million opportunity for a bonus at the $45 level. You don't think he's trying to get it? You don't think he's doing everything in his power to hit this $45 level? Do you think he's selling his shares like you're seeing with, all of the management team at, NVIDIA right now and Palantir that are, priced at crazy valuations? No. He's buying up shares and he's not selling them at all. Anthony Noto has 8.1 million shares valued at $177 million. So if this stock were to go to, let's say, $45, I mean, that's like $340 million right there. And then you add on the bonus package of $300 million. I mean, that's $640 million. This dude is not selling. He's just been buying the past couple of years. Just look at his last 3 recent transactions. It's a buy, a buy, and a buy, all at the $6 level back in June 2024, about $600,000 right there. So the dude just kept adding and adding. Look at his share count just skyrocketing. No selling at all. He wants to hit this bonus compensation package, so he's not going to be selling shares at these levels. He continued to accumulate, and he's holding, and he's doing what he needs to do inside of the business to get this stock to that $45 bonus compensation package. But on the other side, there's a lot of people that don't think this is going to happen, and you're seeing short interest right here. Look at the June 30th update. 152 million shares sold short. This is the highest going back. Look at this, February, March, April, May. Look at this, 130, 137, 146, 147, 144, 152. Highest short interest going into this upcoming Q2 earnings. 40% growth rates potentially profitability picking up, rate cuts are on the way. This is just a recipe for disaster for short sellers inside of the market. And I think we're going to take advantage of these guys right here. And this stock is going to hit all-time highs pretty soon, $28 or higher. Now, like I said in the beginning of the video, a lot of these companies that don't have bank charters, I mean, they're not even showing real net income profitability yet. If you look at SoFi, Upstart, and Chime, SoFi's putting up 840 million in EBITDA, Upstart 160 million in EBITDA, Chime 100 million in EBITDA. Look at the valuation right now. SoFi has the cheapest valuation still inside of the market, 29x EBITDA, Upstart 46x EBITDA, not even profitable. Chime 115x EBITDA, not even profitable. So think about if we just go up to a 60 times, that's a double from right here. That's $42 stock price, and EBITDA is going to continue to go up into the 1 billion, 1.2 billion range. So this multiple is just going to continue to go lower if the stock doesn't go higher from here. So guys, I believe SoFi needs to double from here to get to a realistic valuation compared to a Chime at 115x and an Upstart at 46x. These companies don't even show profits. SoFi is the 18th largest bank by market cap in America right now. It used to be 20th, just a couple of weeks ago. You can see JP Morgan number 1, Bank of America number 2, but look at KeyCorp, 20 billion, Citizens 21 billion, and SoFi 24 billion. We're tied up with Huntington Bank right here at 24 billion, and I believe we can get past the next couple of companies. 27 billion for First Citizens, 28 billion for Third, M&T 30 billion, and State Street 31 billion, and then it gets a little bit competitive when you talk about Truist. So I think SoFi can make a run up to the 13th largest bank in America pretty soon. If we get a nice little run here, I think we're going to creep into the 30 billion range no time at all. We'll be a top 13 bank in America, and I believe this Q2 is going to be the quarter that sets us above all these other companies right here in between that gap. Now, guys, even though the SoFi stock, sold off about 1%, got hammered a little bit on Friday, 192,000 of the 282,000 calls just closed in the money. That's another 19 million shares up for exercise next week. Bears did everything they could to keep it under 22. That would have been another 27,000 calls in the money if we went over 22. So down 1%. I'm shaking, not at all. So guys, they are doing everything they can to hold this stock back, trying to close out as much calls, out of the money as possible. But the stock continues to go up each and every single week. I believe last week we went up about 3 to 4%, and people were still complaining. So if we're going green every week, what is the problem? You can see these calls are continuing to get exercised, and the stock continues to move higher. If you made it to the end of the video, I want to say I really do appreciate it. I enjoyed doing this video for you. SoFi is a very misunderstood investment the past couple of years, but it looks like the train is starting to leave the station very rapidly. So I'm trying to put out as many videos as possible so people can understand that nobody's really doing what SoFi is doing, and the bank charter is the gift that continues to keep on giving because it is allowing them to print money through lending to reinvest inside of their business into marketing and brand awareness. And then you're seeing them go after fee-based revenue on their financial services side, and that's skyrocketing 100% year over year. So it's just a nonstop fintech train that continues to keep spinning, and they're trying to add on as many members as possible. This is a company that could print, billions and billions and billions of dollars inside of the future. So you just need to understand we are in the early days of investing. You're starting to see the multiple expand a little bit. If the tech side starts to skyrocket, this is going to be a $7,500 stock in no time at all. You know where management's going. Anthony Noto adding shares, holding the shares, diamond handing. He wants to hit that 45 bonus compensation package. It's just a matter of time before we hit it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Smash the like button, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel. We'll be keeping you updated daily. Hope you have a great day.